In a long time since past, a small crew on the supposed cursed ship vanished, never to be seen again, lost to the tides of the sea. What happened, you ask? Well, let's dive in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Last Voyage. I'm Tegan.
I'm Kai.
And I'm Abby with our story on the Mary Celeste.
Have you ever had a big project not go to plan? Well, that's exactly what happened when her original captain caught pneumonia and passed away a few days before Mary's construction was even finished.
Destined for great peril, the Mary Celeste struggled to reach the water. Mary became wedged in her hold and damaged several times before finally setting sail on May 18, 1861, under the name the Amazon, from Spencer Island in present-day Nova Scotia.
Damaged multiple times while out on the sea, Mary eventually ran aground in Cow Bay on Cape Breton Island. Mary was considered beyond repair before Alexander McBean salvaged the wreckage.
Mary later found her way to Richard W. Haynes, who invested in repairing the ship and renaming the current Amazon to Mary Celeste. Mary was then seized after loans failed to be paid.
That's how the ship landed in the hands of Benjamin Spooner Briggs, a seasoned sailor for over 18 years after being sold to a New York shipping company.
Briggs started his venture towards Genova, Italy with a crew of 9, including his wife Sarah and 2-year-old daughter Sophia, on November 7th, 1872. With no knowledge that this was truly his last journey.
What started as a normal trip soon turned into disaster when early noon on December 4th the same year, a British vessel, the De Gratia, found the ship completely abandoned 400 miles east of Azores.
No signs of struggle were found, and the ship had little damage on the surface that was severe. Cargo was found completely intact, with only 9 barrels found empty. A 6-month supply of food and clean water were still on board, and 1 lifeboat missing, as well as all needed sailing goods.
About 10 days before the last official log was found, 6 miles off of Santa Maria, an island off of Azores, the log was seemingly updated hourly, so it was believed that disaster struck not long after this entry.
With a need for answers, the De Gratia brought Mary to Gibraltar, about 800 miles east of the abandoned site, where it would be brought before a judge for examination.
With no real evidence to convict anyone, Mary was yet again sold into the market, where it landed with G.C. Parker, who purposefully tried to commit insurance fraud by running into a reef near Haiti in 1885.
Theories of all sorts started to rise about what could have happened, including toxic alcohol fumes that caused mutiny, explosions from alcohol chemicals, sea quakes, German brothers who turned against the crew, and even aliens.
The most likely scenario was actually brought to life by the second mate of the De Gratia, John Wright, where he explained that the sound rod that was used to determine water levels in the ship was actually a piece of copper with a string attached rather than an iron rod.
He stated that when he attempted to use the rod, he found at least 3 feet of water in the hold and between the decks, with the later discovery of a pump that was tampered and disassembled.
Wright believed that Briggs must have gotten a faulty reading that caused him to think the ship was sinking. While making a quick decision, Wright theorized that Briggs called for an emergency evacuation despite the fact that Mary was still seaworthy.
Thanks everyone for listening. For more information, please check the description below and join us next time here on The Last Voyage.